Spinning the dial on my ham radio, voices crackle through static glow, Morse code tapping in the night, underneath the stars so bright, connecting folks from far and wide, waves in the air they provide, call signs echo through the ether, let's get closer, let's go deeper. Amateur radio roundtable so fine, join the chat and realign. From HF to VHF, we're all here, let's make the distance disappear. Twist the knob, find a friend, airwaves never seem to end. CQ calling loud and clear, sharing stories ear to ear. Antennas point to the sky, signals rise and amplify. Tuning into hearts worldwide, our voices mesh and coincide. Amateur radio roundtable so fine, join the chat and realign. From HF to VHF, we're all here, let's make the distance disappear.
All right, guys, I don't know about that song. We're going to have to shorten that, and we're going to have to get some good pictures to go with it. That was a first attempt of using AI the other day to put together a little intro. The other intro we used to use was the best. The music was the best, and we kept getting copyright infringements on there, even though we pay BMI, Broadcast Music Industry, every month, we pay them yearly. We're supposed to be able to play music on the internet, and we send them a list of what songs we play and so forth. Anyway, at YouTube, I think all they have there is robots, so nobody would answer us. Anyway, we're not really upset about that. I'm not sure about X. We may or may not be on X. I don't know. We were on it a while ago, but during the intro, I just checked it, and I may have been on the wrong page. Don't know. I bet you Brett can check it for us. Okay, hey, you're watching Amateur Radio Roundtable. This is a show about ham radio, amateur radio, shortwave, electronics, and all kinds of other little things. Sometimes we kind of get off the subject, but we still have fun here. We're hoping we have Martin Jew tonight, Martin F. Jew. The F stands for fun, F-U-N. I don't see Martin yet, but he may still pop in here. He knows that we're going to do a segment about the Russellville, or let me get this straight. It's the amateur radio...
Arkansas River Valley.
Arkansas Valley Amateur Radio Foundation. Now I got it. Boy, woo, what a name. Okay, we're going to have that at Hamfest here in just a minute, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to do a walk around and so forth, and it'd be nice to have Martin with us there to do that. But again, if you're out there watching, we're glad you're with us tonight, and also, in addition to our show being on X and our Facebook and YouTube, we're also on every audio podcast out there like iNet Radio and Google Play and all those. And on Thursdays, this show is repeated on International Shortwave on WBCQ. That's the world-famous WBCQ up in Monticello, Maine, on 7490 kilohertz. And we're glad that we're able to also put this out to shortwave. And if you're out there listening on shortwave, let us know where in the world you are. Send us an email to tom@w5kub.com, tom@w5kub.com. Tell us where you are, how you're hearing the station, and all those kind of good things. And okay, so here's what I need you guys to do out there. Hit the subscribe button. I don't know if it's available wherever you're watching. I don't know, but if you can, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notify button. That helps us out a whole lot there. We really would appreciate that. Also, join our Facebook group. Our Facebook group has 14,000 hams in it. And all you got to do is search for W5KUB in the Facebook search bar up there, and it'll come up with our group, and we'll put you in there as a member. So please do that. I think that's all the announcements I have right now. Boy, I tell you, I'm excited about tonight. We got so much planned for tonight. I've got tons of stuff stacked here I want to show you, upcoming projects and things we're going to be working on. We'll try to get into that in a little while. And our first segment tonight is going to be about Russellville and the Arkansas River Valley Amateur Radio Foundation, that club and their hamfest. So let's go around the room here and check and see what is going on out there. I'm going to go first to let's do this. Let's go to Brett first. Hey Brett, how you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good. The weather has warmed up, and I was out on a roof today installing more broadband, and it was very pleasant actually. You know, quite a switch from the week before, when it was miserable and cold, and not even safe to go up on a metal roof. So I've been doing that. A couple of other projects going on. For the first time, because Apple had a sale on them, I bought a few of these, and in case I'll bring it a little closer to the camera so you can see what it is. That is an Apple AirTag.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a little Bluetooth device which makes contact with any Apple device that's in the area and lets you know where it is. So if you leave one of these in your car and your car gets stolen, you might be able to track it down as someone with an iPhone walks by. If you attach one of these to your keys, and they have keychain holders for it, then you can discover where you left your keys. That may help me a lot. It just in general, it's a useful device. It doesn't have GPS itself, and I wish it did. It relies on Apple devices being in the area, but these days there are so many that happens frequently, and you can usually get an idea of where something is that you've lost.
Yeah, we went on our cruise this past October. We bought a bunch of. We don't have Apple. We got the Android. So there's a comparable tracker like you've got there. We bought those for the Android, and they work really well, man. We put one in a laptop bag, put them in your purse, put them in each piece of baggage, and man, you can just look on your phone here and you can tell where everything is. Man, it is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I'm hoping I haven't really needed them yet, but you buy them as insurance. And so, like I said, since Amazon had the discount, I figured I'd do that. I'm also working on some microwave stuff, and this is an example of that. This is a dipole with an integrated radio for a Ubiquiti, for a Ubiquiti dish, which will send signals for miles and miles. And I'm actually looking to put this into a bigger dish than it originally came with, and just see how far I can go, because I have a challenging long link to create. So we'll see whether I'm able to increase the gain and get this to go. I need to go about 15 miles, and I need to see if I can get an adequate signal.
Well, what kind of height are you getting there? Where are you going to mount that?
Well, it's not when it's a point-to-point link, it's not the height. It's whether you can see around a circle around it, whether the Fresnel zone is clear, and then how much gain you have. If the height would matter if this were an access point and people were looking all from all directions. Mm-hmm. But for this, I just need to make sure I have a good enough dish, a clear enough path, and enough signal strength and gain. And so I'm working to see what I can do with this. Arden used to use these same types of radios, although they've recently switched over to MikroTik.
Yeah. Okay. Well, very good. Very good there. All right. Glenn, what's
Yes.
going on there, man?
Well, as you can see, Sasquatch has decided he wants to join the show. He heard Martin might show up, so he wants to be here. We've got Rodan on the desk as well, so they're all gathered around. But just recovering from the Russellville Hamfest, that was just a lot of fun. It was really nice to get over there. For me, it was just a hour and whatnot up the road, so it was just a lot of fun. Good weekend. And I'm going to be coming your way here in about 2 weeks, though. We got the Corinth Hamfest on the 5th and then Memphis Free Fest on the 12th.
The 5th.
So getting ready for that.
Of April.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go to that. And then on the 20th, did you say the 22nd is
no, the 12th.
The 12th is, 12th is Memphis?
12th is the Free Fest, yes.
Okay, the 22nd of this month is the West Tennessee, Trenton Hamfest.
Really?
Yep, it's just north of Jackson. Well, you went with me to that one time, remember?
Okay, yeah. I'm not going to be able to make this year's.
Yeah, okay. Well, very good there.
But I will be doing an Arduino forum at the one in Corinth.
All
so
right.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Guys, let me show you something. Looky here.
Oh, my word.
Hello, Martin. Martin, I think your mic is, let's see, is your mic muted, Martin? I think your mic is muted. Let's see.
Yeah, he's trying to get the mic going.
Trying to get it going.
Well, I don't see where you unmuted it.
Okay, I got you on. I got you on right here, man.
You're good.
Martin, how you doing, Martin?
Okay. I'm good. How y'all doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I was a little worried there. I thought maybe you might be taking a nap. I took mine earlier today.
Well, I might take one after this.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Let's see. Is that David Glass? Is that your name?
Brett Glass.
Brett.
Oh, Brent.
My father is
I'm
David
Martin.
Glass.
How you doing?
All right.
Yes. Hello.
Well, Martin, did you tell me you Martin? I'm not hearing you now. Are you there, Martin? Can I hear you?
I'm hearing him.
I don't see any button for microphone. I see the camera.
No, he's fine, Tom.
Okay. Well, we're hearing you.
Okay.
We're hearing you. Okay. So hey, we're gonna roll with this. Hey, so Martin, did
Okay.
you work every day still? How late did you stay at the office tonight?
Oh, I'm going home early now. I get
you?
home about 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. About 6. Well, I'm gonna come down here one day before you just shut the doors and put a lock on it, and I'll take you out to eat. I'll buy you lunch.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm
what's
always there.
What's that place we like to eat at?
The one with the catfish and the red beans and rice, or what kind of place was it?
I think so. It was for lunch. We've gone over there several times for lunch.
Okay, that might have been. Let's see, I forgot the name of it now.
Well, that's all right. We still know where it is. We can still make it, man.
Obi's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Gosh,
That was
Obi's.
it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, hey, I'm so glad. Hey, let me check real quick. Martin, first of all, everybody in the chat room, welcome to Martin F. Jew. Martin, tell everybody what the F stands for in your name.
F stands for fun.
That's right. F stands for fun. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to look at all these radios and stuff there at the Hamfest we just attended. And all of us, we're going to talk about it here.
Okay,
I'd like to know, first of all, who in the chat room is from over in western Arkansas there? that went to the hamfest, or anybody that went to the hamfest, let me know in the chat room. I'd like to know. I know Lee, KE0, was it TBT, is in there. I saw him a minute ago. All right. Well, all right. So Martin, hey Martin, real quick while we're queuing up this thing, just give us about a 30-second informational thing about, you know, what's happening there with your MFJ companies, and just disclose what you can. Don't disclose any secrets, okay?
Okay. Let me mention about the middle initial Fun. Nobody believes it, but that's my real name.
Wow.
Martin Fun Jew.
Yeah.
That's
It's on
that's
my
your real
driver's
name, man.
license.
And I tell you what, we usually do have fun on here when you're with us, so that's great.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to wind down. We still got 13, 14 people. We're still got warranty going. That's the main reason we're open, is to fulfill our warranty obligations, and we're trying to use up parts. We've got tons and tons of parts, and that's about where we are. We have air. It's mostly intact except for Ameritron. I'm getting ready to sell the Ameritron building.
Now, have you got is somebody going to buy a Meritron or just a building?
Well, just a building.
Okay.
We got all the stuff to restart Ameritron if somebody wants to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good brand. I like the Ameritron products, man. That's a very popular amplifier.
Yeah. You know, I got two pictures here.
You got two? Well, I think one is your
Of
camera there locally,
myself.
and then one is the show.
Okay.
So,
And I can't tell which one is the delayed one. I think
all
the
right.
small one.
So
Yeah.
there, you should be seeing the 4 pictures there. That's coming back from our show right there.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to get rid of one of these. I'm
You can't.
covering you up. You
I don't
can't?
think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll just let it go like that. Okay. Well, we got
Okay.
a few people from
Oh, I'll
Russellville
just
area.
move it on. Okay.
All right.
So
Well,
how
look,
was the
hey,
hamfest?
Martin, I'm gonna start this video up, and we can stop it if you see something. If you see something there that reminds you of a quick little story, you yell, and we're gonna stop it. And we're gonna talk about it. Or if there's something neat
Okay.
about a product that you see there, let's talk about it. You know, that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna.
Okay.
There's stuff I don't know what it is. I know you'll know what it is. All right, so let's do this.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and.
I think with me and Glenn, we can come up with something.
Well, yeah.
I tell you what, Martin, I was walking up and down those aisles and seeing some of that stuff, and I was thinking, you know, that fun that you would have seeing all that stuff.
Hey, let me tell you something. Everything we see tonight on this video, Martin has at least one of them in his office there at Starkville. Martin, you've got at least one of everything we're going to see tonight. Quick question. What are you going to do with all that stuff when you close down? You
Well,
want
I don't
you want
know.
me to keep some of it?
Well, you can have some of it.
All right.
I got some of that stuff. I got 4 or 5 of the same thing.
I know. I'll be down there in my truck, Martin. I'll be there.
Okay.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna
Open the
let's turn
museum
this
with them
video on
radio.
and let's see what's going on here. And hey,
There you go.
you guys, Brett, Glenn,
What?
you guys jump in if you see something interesting there. If you have a question, and we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So here we go. Let's see.
Sure.
All right, guys, we're at the Arkansas River Valley Hamfest. It's outside of Russellville, Arkansas. Actually, it's in Dardanelle, Arkansas. There's our booth that we're set up. We're going to give a forum today at 12:30. Just to show you kind of the inside here. This is some kind of community center. It's kind of a small hamfest, but it's a neat hamfest. A lot going on here. I've already bought one item this morning. I bought me a inductor, a motorized inductor. Show it to you here. Look at this. Just to give you an idea of the size of it, look at this. Pretty good size inductor. All right, guys, I just got to show you this since we're right there. All right, look at this. Well, you know, Martin, I don't know why I buy this stuff. I bought this at Dayton, Martin. What would you do with this, Martin?
I put it on a shelf and look at it.
Man, look at that. Look at that, Martin. That thing must weigh 15 pounds. Now, look here. I'm gonna show you something. While we're stop the video. This is what I got. Oh, this is even heavier, man. Oh, I'm gonna have to use a different camera on it because of the green here. Let's see. Let me.
That's the one you just bought?
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, this is the one I just bought right here. Let's see if I can.
It's actually showing up pretty good, Tom.
So I plan to build me a remote antenna tuner with that and put it. Let me find my camera. Boy, I have so many cameras. Okay, Martin, look at this one. Look at this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And got a motor in
That's
it. Yeah.
It's very efficient. No core.
Yeah, it's motorized. I'm gonna, make me. I like making these motorized tuners out there. You know, they're pretty crude, but they're real easy to do. Oh man, that thing is heavy.
Well, you know, those are some powerful motors when you see they have an exhaust, pipe.
Yeah. All right, back to it. And I'll try to not interrupt so much here. Outside at the antenna, so that'd be neat. Put in a plastic box and be able to tune my antenna remotely. Let's do a walk around here real quick. See what we can see. Hey, Martin, we're going to come back to this in a minute, but I want you to look at these coils, Martin. I think this is the Ham Club that are making these coils. They turn them on a lathe and they etch them and then they wind them on a lathe. That's some beautiful work here, man. What do you think?
It is. It's nice.
Yeah.
We're going to get a close of it in just a minute. We're going to come back and talk to
Hold
these
on.
guys.
Before you roll, Tom, the gentleman there in the red shirt and the woman behind him in the black shirt, he is K5GSL, Greg. He lives 3 doors north of me here. Literally, I can throw a coax and hit his tower, but
Cool.
those are my
Maybe he'll let
neighbors.
you hook up down there.
I never met them here. I had to go to Russellville to meet them at a ham fest.
Is that right?
Yeah. There you go. Look at that, Collins.
Martin, have you got one of those?
Oh, I'm sure he's got a couple.
I don't
What
think
is
I
it?
have
That's
one of.
It's a
forget the-
32S3.
Okay, no,
You don't have one.
Don't
of
have
Collins?
one.
Okay. Okay. And you know what? We talk about ham radio and how expensive it is for new guys. This radio right here, I think is that a TS 820 or 830? Uh, that's
Looks like an
probably
830.
it's probably what
Yeah.
30 years old. I don't know. I had a 820 and I had a 520, but for $300, let me tell you, that's a good radio right there for a new guy getting on. That'll do everything he wants to do right there. You know.
Hmm. Yeah. No, that's
Absolutely.
This one doesn't cover.
Nice high voltage.
Martin,
Yes.
man, when I was young building amplifiers, you know how you had to series the capacitors to get the high voltage? These would have been
Yeah.
perfect for these are perfect for that right here, man.
yeah. No,
Perfect
you're
for that.
right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Tom.
What would you take for all of it together?
Glenn, here's your tube checker. I sold one years ago. I figured I didn't need it anymore.
Pretty sure I got one exactly like that out in my garage.
But guys,
There-
for you young guys that don't really, you probably never seen a tube. Some of you guys, hey, you see that little down at the very bottom edge there? There's a little two windows there with a little roller button there. That's how you set these tube checkers up. You just roll that little roller there until you find the tube number that you've got, and it tells you how to set the switches. And then you set the switches and hit the test button, and you can test that button. Were you going to say something, Martin?
Yeah, I was going to say that when you were passing by that TS 520, there was a SWR meter that was that one. uh, right there on the left side. You see that thing between the meter and the 520, the round circular thing?
Yeah.
That's the SWR sensor. It's a resistor in there. That was basically a Wheatstone bridge, and that's how you measure the SWR. That was a very early one.
Okay. Well, I could tell it gets hot because it had that shield or that thing around it. I thought maybe it
Yeah.
might have been like a dummy load or something. But so back then they used a resistor, some type of resistor to calculate the forward and reflected, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically a Wheatstone bridge
Ah,
where
okay.
yeah,
Okay. Cool.
that's the, and those meters in there, real meters back then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
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 What would you take for all of it together?
There you go.
Now, Martin, I imagine
yes,
you
you
have
did.
one of those.
Yeah, it's an NC 125. I have one of those. Let's see. That says NC. No,
98.
NC 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think would that have made a good ham receiver back in the day? You know, we didn't have anything real
I
good.
think. Well, that was probably one of the better
One of the
ones.
better
It's got
ones.
a band spread down. It looks like it's calibrated on the ham bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that your stack of popular science magazines?
Now that one's before my time, Martin. You might have operated one of
Oh,
those.
yeah. I don't know.
Still here later. I'll be back.
Looks like a TRM.
Now this is really
Oh, my
interesting
word.
here, Martin. You want to tell us about this?
Plug-in coils for changing bands.
Yeah.
Those look like they might be transmitting
Yeah,
coils.
yeah. You know, a lot of people probably don't realize it, but in the early days when we started to change bands, 80 meters, 40 meters, whatever, we had to unplug a coil and plug a different coil in like that.
Yeah, that was before the day of band switching.
Yeah.
And you had
Well, go ahead.
no, you had to plug in more than one coil to change bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. There's my particular coil.
I made the mistake of not logging the ones I used.
Right.
Because now we've gone through about 3 years.
That's your icon.
What you getting, Glenn?
Oh, nothing. I'm helping
Yeah.
them with the 2400 HT.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I'm gonna show this
I'm
right here.
stop for a second.
Like, no. I'm doing okay.
Those are old school.
Yeah.
I used to have a pair of these on my old Heath kit. First one I could.
Take that, plug it in, and I mean, check
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
Now, Martin, tell us about this 20A here. I know I had a 10B.
That was a phasing single sideband transmitter. I know one of them. It might be the one that you have. It was made. The VFO was made from a surplus ARC 5 transmitter.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
wow.
say I think that's one of the very early sideband rigs. I had one. Someone loaned me one. I played with it. It was I think a 10B. This is a 20A, and as you mentioned, the 10B, it had a little side unit that sat there. Like you said, it was an ARC 5 military transmitter. I guess that was the VFO. Is that right? Was
Yeah.
that the VFO?
Yeah, it was.
And they
And
had a little
right
case.
at the-
They had a case that would go over it to make it look like this, to make it match.
Yeah, yeah. And notice at the top, see that Magid eye tube?
Yeah,
I think that's what that is, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They used that in place of meters back then. I mean, as an indicator, didn't replace meters.
Right. Let me back it up a minute. Is that a dummy load I was looking at? Is that an MFG dummy load?
Yeah,
here?
the 267.
Let's see, right.
Yeah,
Right there.
you know your stuff.
Oop, I can't get area. Yeah.
Isn't this nostalgic for you, Martin, to see all this stuff at Hamfest now?
Well, it is. It is.
Oh,
Some of that
Mark.
stuff is selling for more than it so far when it was new.
Yeah, this is
Well,
this
it's
this
good
this is
stuff,
sad.
man.
It's sad, but
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Well, we've
Uh,
passed up. We've already passed
if
up some MFJ stuff. There's a lot out. There was a lot out there.
let's see that if you passed it, but there was a Johnson. I think it was forgot what the model number was now. That one.
What, the Matchbox or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Is that the Matchbox or the
No,
transmitter?
I think it's a transmitter.
Yeah, that's the transmitter. Do you remember the night kit? Let's see. The T. There was two night kit transmitters.
I had a T150. It had two
Okay, yeah.
6146s in it.
Yeah, and there was two other ones that didn't have VFO on it. One of
Yeah.
them was the T60. The other one was the T50.
Yep.
If you
Yep.
put that night kit T50 right up next to this Johnson, you'll see that they're identical.
Really? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who started it first. I suspect that Viking started it and then Night Kit copied it.
Yeah. There we go. We got an MFJ IntelliTuner.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably is that a 600-watt tuner? I think maybe.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah. MFJ 998.
Yeah, those auto tuners we have.
Yeah.
The power rating that we had on it was continuous. It wasn't
Wow.
single sideband or CW. It was continuous power.
Well, I've got one. I think I've got one of your 998s, but I wanted the one, and I've got the one where you put the unit outside. It's not all enclosed, to go in the shack. I like it
Yeah.
at the antenna.
Mhm.
I wish I had another one. So, hey, when you're sweeping the floor down there and you clean it up, you fix and put the lock on the door. If you see another 998 laying around out there, I'll deal
Okay.
with you on it. I'll deal with you on it, okay?
Okay.
Gotta be in power supply deal.
Look at that MFJ
Wow.
SWR meter right there. That is
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Look
That's
at
for
big
folks
meter.
like us.
Yep, big
Yeah.
meter, big meter.
I got home, I was missing shingles. How you doing?
Too good.
He sent me a text about 30 minutes ago. Said he wasn't gonna be able to. I've got
Well, Martin, Martin, the old Heath Kid stuff was very popular back in, I guess, what, early
It,
70s or somewhere in there.
oh yeah, and way before then.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Well,
think
it's
most
still
of us built.
popular.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it is.
That what you want? Long hair meter on it?
I did
12 volt been
I did pick me up a slug, a 2 to 30 megahertz slug while I was there. I always needed a HF slug. I never had one, and I found one here, pretty good deal. So that was a good find.
light up.
Right, at 300 watts.
Folks, we got an alpha amplifier here. You got almost 3250 for it. Now, look at that alpha amplifier there. I got one just like it. He was wanting $3,200 for it. I paid $600 for mine at the Memphis Hamfest. I got a good deal on it. That thing there will
Yeah.
run more than a kilowatt for a month. You could lay a brick on a key and come back a month later.
Jim, you got a tuner that'll do 1,000, 1,200. He's looking for 1,200 watt tuner. This guy right here. He got a good tuner. How much change you supposed to get now? 15. That's what I thought.
Another good kidney. I'm going to look at my tires, stand at the door and see if I can see them.
Attention, attention. If you are parked on the east side of the building in the driveway, please move your vehicle before we're in trouble with the fire department. If you're parked on the east side in the drive, move your vehicle.
So let me just say, if you're listening to shortwave, you're probably wondering what's going on. We're doing a video here. We're walking around at the Hamfest over near Russellville, Arkansas, and we're discussing all the different things we see. So if you're on shortwave, you're not seeing it, but maybe you can kind of tell what we're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Look at that mountain of stuff.
Martin, that looks like your office right there. That
Yes.
It does.
to me, that looks exactly like one. That looks like one wall of your office.
No, Tom, the tables are not bent under, about ready to
Wait a
collapse.
minute,
So
wait a minute.
no, it doesn't look like
take
his
it back.
office.
That looks like the top shelf. The top
There you go.
shelf of your south wall in your office. That's what that looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. That's the right.
We're gonna feature you on our show Tuesday night. How you doing?
You don't do that. You would destroy the internet.
I don't think so. Look at there.
There you go.
MFJ
Yeah.
power supply. Are those
Yeah,
for your
Those were
I
the-
get your solid state amps?
well, those were linear power supplies.
Oh really?
I think that was 35, 40 amp one.
Oh okay.
Yeah, those are heavy.
And I guess they're 12-volt supplies. Some of your amps run higher voltage, don't they? Like 48 volts or something, or 24, or
Yeah, the solid state amps are 50 volt power supplies. Now we have a mobile amp that runs on 12 volts,
yeah.
and yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, somebody should buy that 3MFJ 811.
Yep. That's the 3-tube. 3-tube 811. 3811. Yeah. We're looking at John Evans, the AB5 BHS there. Everybody in the chat room say hello to him.
Hello, hello.
This is another one that I took that was hamfest. It had been lightning damage, but the guy had a new board and relays to replace the tool that was damaged. And I'll give it to somebody. I'll give it away.
What's that cruise, man?
Hey, how you doing? Martin, you see that signal generator there? When I was 16 years old, I got one of those and built it. I still have it. That's the old ICO signal generator.
That's ICO 320, ICO
And
324.
They
I
also made
remember
a
that.
signal tracer. I've got the signal tracer that matches that. He wanted $10 for that, man. The stuffs I got.
Oh, wow.
Wow, man, $10 for that thing.
That's a deal.
It was gone by the time I made it to it.
Yeah, there was a couple of those in there. Yeah.
How'd the balloon launch go?
Terrible. We lost both of them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we're gonna get another one up probably in a week or so for the club here.
Okay.
Now, Martin, I knew B&W made some transmitters. I never had one or never was around one. Do you know much about these?
I don't know much about them, but I knew they had several versions of them. They made a lot of air wound coils.
Yeah, yeah.
This one looks like an amp, not the whole transmitter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's great.
Now there's your power supply that ran all your Heath gear right there. Now,
And let me tell you what, those things are gold these days. You don't find those.
well, you know, to save a little money, when I bought my HW100, I home brewed the power supply. It was so simple, you know, a big TV transformer and some capacitors and you know, I'm made the same plug on there and everything. We're plugged right into the back of the HW100 just like that one did. So
Yep.
that's the easy part to build, you know.
Well, that was
what?
That was cool because they used that octal plug that
Yeah.
was standard across all the Heath kits
Right,
to plug
right.
that power supply
Yeah, I
in.
built it with the octal plug and everything on it. Nice looking helicopters. Now, is that a transceiver or a transmitter?
No, that's a receiver.
That's the receiver.
SX19.
Okay.
Something like that. So you can set a frequency, you don't have to worry about bumping it.
Yeah, because it's a clutch.
Yes.
All right.
I had a pair of heat kit twins, but I sold them. I resurrected them.
The heat kit were very popular.
Oh,
Yeah. There's your single band heat kit right there on top.
Yeah.
The heat kit twins were
What was that, Martin?
Oh, I'm just saying that single band was 100 watts.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was easy way to get on sideband back then. You
my
didn't
heat
have
kits
much.
answered college.
I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is homebrew. To me, it's very well built. Yeah, I guess it's commercial built. I don't know. It looks like an amp or something. Hello, George.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Oh, you're just getting it all, huh?
We're gonna get it all. What is that?
Sky Buddy.
That's one of, yeah, it's a Helicrafter receiver. Those Helicrafter were all based on a few models. If you look at them, they all have the same layout.
Yeah. Huh. That's the Sky Buddy right there. Let me go back and look at that. It looks like you're right. All the knobs are in the same place on different models. Let's see.
Yeah.
The two big knobs and then your small ones across the bottom. Let's see. There's another one. Two knobs, switches across the bottom. There you go. And the same, you're right. You're all looking the same.
They can pretty
Yeah.
much use the same metal templates.
You just need one of everything.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've got one of everything. I got too much already.
What year did those come out?
I don't know, man. It's probably 50s, early 50s.
What about this one down on the floor? These two.
They're probably about the same time period. Probably early 50s.
Oh, there's another one.
Now, let me look at this a minute. I'll see something. Oop, too far. Oh. What is it? That's a national.
Yeah.
Didn't or-
303.
let's see. Now, Martin, didn't they make
NC
one that's got
303.
a big plug-in that you pull out the front? Was that national?
Yeah, that was national. Those were the HRO series. The chain span, you put out a whole rack of coils and you plug another one in it.
Yeah, that rack is about as big as the radio is now.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Hair dryer.
All right, Conair. Now, I had a friend of mine's dad had some Conair equipment. I think these were kits, maybe. I think Conair built a ham transmitter and a receiver. Do you know about that, Martin?
Yeah, I've got a couple of each one of those. It was simple looking transmitter and a receiver. I think they were part of an electronic course. Remember those mail order courses?
You're right. You're right. Yep. It was part of a course.
We also passed a Helicrafter VFO. That was a heterodyne VFO. Most of the VFOs back then were free running oscillators.
Oh, okay. There's your antenna switches, Martin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one of the staples of a Maritime.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I want you to look at these coils here. This is outstanding work, I think. All right, go ahead. Tell us about your product you make there.
We've got coil.
You have to speak up, probably.
All right, coil with the slider here. You can slide it up here and use either a 17-foot whip or the Chinese whip, which are 18 feet. Slide it all the way to the top, and it'll work on 17 through 10 meters. And then slide it down for the lower bands, like 40, 30, 60, or 80. And that here is the...
Well, you've got to have that.
That's the setup.
50 just for the coil. And then I got the price down there.
Standard CB type mirror mount.
Yeah. Now, you guys build these yourself and you turn them on a lathe. They're all made by the club, right?
We turn 2-inch PVC, and we turn basically thread on it, and then we take the lathe. We've got a jig, and we turn
If you etch it for the wire to fit in, right?
just like the threads on a bolt.
Yeah.
And then we use a lathe with to wind it. And right here is our testing for that we've done. You see the 20 meters is really flat. As always, 80 meters is kind of narrow, but 80 meters is notorious about being narrow.
Well, man, it's some beautiful coils. You guys have done some great work here. Great work. And you get an adapter too in case they've got Chinese threads on their antenna.
Are 10 millimeter threads.
Yep.
Everything in the United States is 3/24.
Yep.
We've got an adapter. Who's on here?
All right.
Convert metric thread into 3/24.
That's good. All right. Well, thanks so much, man. We'll see you on the show Tuesday night, okay?
I'll see if I can see you.
All right. We'll see you. All right, guys. Well, that was about the end of the video there. Man, there was a lot of stuff here. Brings back memories for me back, from the early 60s. And it also reminds me of Martin's office. He just got one of everything we saw in his office. Oh, man.
Yeah, but there's one rule of thumb that hamfest like that teach you. Always look under the table. Look at the floor level. Yeah. There is some good stuff down at that level, and most people miss it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Well, hey, Martin, what do you think about that hamfest? It was small, but there was a lot of stuff here.
It was a lot of stuff. A lot of good old stuff that brings back a bunch of memories. Yeah. I've got most of what I want, so and it's too hard to carry some of that stuff back.
Yeah. Stuff's pretty heavy, I'm sure. A lot of it is here. Okay, well, cool. Hey, guys in Russellville or that area over there that are tuned in tonight, we're glad you're with us, and maybe you saw yourself or your booth there. Really appreciate it, and you guys were so great and nice for us coming over to the hamfest. We'll be back again next year. We enjoyed it. We launched a couple balloons trying to get them in the air for you guys. We hit some bad storms going toward the East Coast. We pretty much verified that storms took us down. So I'm getting another system ready right now to launch. We're going to launch it for your radio club, and I'll let you know in your Facebook group when we launch and how to track it, so you guys can track your balloon around the world. We're going to make this one stay up, I think. So again, thanks everybody for the great times there in Russellville. And as you know, most of you guys know, Russellville is where I went to college over there. I was over there about 3 years until Uncle Sam wanted me, and so I had to make a kind of a detour there. But we had a lot of fun over there. We went up on Mount Nebo and saw the lake. We saw Nuclear One with the steam coming out of it. I didn't see any two-headed cows over there. Back when I was going to college there was always rumors about the two-headed cows out there near the lake around Nuclear One. All right. So let's see. Hey, okay. Well, Martin, I was going to ask Martin. Martin, you're free to go anytime. I know you didn't have a lot of time tonight, but stick around with us as long as you want to. And I've got a question for you, Martin. I've got a question. I've got a project coming up. I'm going to be building I've got all kinds of antennas here, but I'm going to be building if you're familiar with the DX Commander, that's all just vertical wires for each band. And that's nothing new. People have been building that for years. But but I'm going to build one, all bands, see if I can't get it to work a little better. And I've actually made me some spacers instead of a plastic or a non-conductive pole. I'm just going to put spacers in there, and this is spacer I built like this. So I'm going to put these spacers in there. So I'll have my longest antenna through the center here going up, and it'll be 40 meters. And then we'll put 20, 17, 15, and probably 10 on here. They'll be isolated to over a foot apart from each one of them. Now, but what I'm thinking, Martin, is on that 40-meter one, that's the one that's going to hold everything up. On that 40-meter antenna, I said, why not go 80 meters? You know, why not extend it out? I've been playing with the spectrum analyzer here on some traps and building some traps. And I'm thinking, okay, I can almost get a quarter wave up on 80 meters from the ground up. And when you use a trapped antenna like that, it's normally a little shorter than, you know, a full quarter wave. So I'm thinking about putting up my 40 meter in the center here. I'm thinking about trapping it on top and also adding 80 to it. Now, it may not be just great efficiency on 80, but why not add it to it? I don't think it'll hurt 40. Here's my question, Martin. Oh, I have a special here. This is going to be my trap to go on top of the 40 meters, and basically it's just an inductor, you know, with a capacitor inside. You might can see the capacitor, and there's a insulator in here. But Martin, you see that's a doorknob capacitor in there. Now here's my question for Mark. Oh, once this goes up on top of the 40, and then the 80 is going to come out of it. And look, I ordered these especially from China. This is a waterproof kit. This is a waterproof kit here that goes over the trap. So basically, you know, the rope goes up. You have to put a hole in this cap here, and this will slide down. This will slide down over the trap like that right there, and stay up there. So this is a special waterproof thing. I can sell it if any of you guys want one of these waterproof things. I can sell these probably about $10 a piece if you want to. Now, here's my question.
Things go better with Coke, right?
What was that?
I said the things go better with Coke.
Yeah. Now, Martin, here's my question. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Let me find it. Let me find my camera. Looking for there it is. Okay. No, that's not it. There it is. Okay. All right. So, Martin, I'm using a doorknob capacitor in there. And Martin, you're probably familiar with these. I think nearly every TV back in the early days had at least one doorknob capacitor in it in a high voltage section. And these vary in capacitance and they vary in voltage. I would imagine some of these are only like 7,000 volt. But and this is the type I used in my trap here. And that's what I put in my trap. You can see it down in there. I'm a little worried about moisture or something getting in these things. They don't look like they're really sealed good. But I know they're very probably high quality. And Martin, I've saved a bunch of these. I've looked these doorknob capacitors up on eBay. A single doorknob capacitor is selling anywhere from $29 to $100 each on eBay. So here's my question, Martin. Do you think I should keep the doorknob in there, or do you think I should use something like this in there for my capacitor? These are 100 picofarad at 30,000 volt. I need 50 picofarads. So two of these in series would give me 50 picofarad at 60,000 volts. Do you think this would be better than trying to use one of these?
Well, I don't think you have not only a voltage problem, you have a current problem.
Yeah.
That's why those things are so big. They can dissipate the current.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you could try those if they don't burn up. They should work fine. I mean, you could
well,
put them in a
I,
plastic pill bottle
yeah.
to keep the water
I
off of
don't
it.
see them doing 30 kilovolts though. I mean, there's not enough gap there for 30 kV.
Well, I don't know. That's what they say. So I don't know. I may try these. I think they'll be a little bit more waterproof. But then again, I've got this special. I've got this special, waterproof cover here that's going to go over it, and
Hmm.
it
Yeah,
should
that looks neat.
it should keep
What
it
what are
should
you
keep the
what are you using for?
and it's the
What are you
one
using?
the center antenna, the 4080. It's going to come right through here, and that'll be my rope that ties it to the highest limb, and that'll be what supports everything. So that's going to be an interesting project that we try here pretty soon, guys. And Martin, I'm going to try these, but guys, I was looking for spacers. And I bought this PVC here. This is half inch PVC, and it's kind of ugly. It's kind of big too. I mean, but it's half inch, and half inch is not that large, but this is half inch inside diameter. So I finally went with half inch outside diameter. This is called CPVC, and it's smaller. And I think this would look better out in my backyard. This will look better out in my backyard than have a bunch of these things out in the backyard. The wife may not like all this. It probably looks kind of ugly. So I've decided to go with these. And the only problem with these is they don't make a four. They don't make a four-way. And you notice this is a three-way. They don't make a four-way. So I had to drill a hole in here. To make it a four-way. And I glued it, and hey, it came together pretty good. You can see it's a three-way.
Yeah.
They don't make a
Yeah.
four-way, but so we're going to do that. All right. So that's one project coming up, and we'll be talking about that on the show as it goes. I got a lot of projects. Hey guys, do you know what this is? This is a loop antenna. Look at this.
Hmm.
See that loop antenna right there?
Yeah, I see that. This
what
got
battery is that
coils
for?
on both sides, and it's
What?
center tap. It's tapped somewhere. There's
Look at
coils
that,
on both
man.
sides.
I've tried this out. Let me show you what it goes on. Guys, I ordered one of the smallest radios in the world. This
I
thing,
saw that on YouTube.
did you see one of these, Martin?
I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's pretty
This
neat.
is this radio. This radio is I don't have an antenna on it right now. This radio is AM, FM, single sideband. It's got a BFO. It's got everything in it, man. It's got everything in it. It's there you go. So this antenna came with it, and I really didn't really hear nothing. Really, it's not that much. I'm not picking anybody up with it. So let me just hook an outside antenna to it, and let's see if we hear anybody on it.
There's no filtering. There's no front end filtering.
Oh, I hear something already. Let's see. Well, I hear somebody. Try to get them tuned in better. So anyway, guys, this is one of the smallest radios, and the way it's got the Glenn is using, I think, that SI 4732 chip in it.
Mm-hmm.
But to change the BFO and the step and all that, you just press the button in here. You press the button in, and it will take you to various different functions. And then you can tune them in and press the button again. But we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, that's something I was kind of
Yeah,
working with
that's
right
neat.
there. I
Probably
don't
got
know.
an ESP32 in there.
Yeah, it's got something like it in here. So, Martin, you said you saw it on YouTube, huh?
I did. It looked like a really interesting little radio.
Well, it's
I think you
interesting.
need. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out and let
Okay.
y'all carry on. I have enjoyed visiting and seeing everybody. Nice to meet you. Is it Brent or Britt?
My name's Brett, WY7BG from Wyoming.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Martin, we were so glad you're with us tonight, man.
It's
You're
good
gonna
to
have to
meet
be
you.
on here more often with us.
Okay. I will. Y'all have a good evening.
All right, man. We'll see you later. Good night.
Good to
Okay.
see you again, Martin.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Glenn. Y'all hang up for me. I don't see the hang up button.
Well, just turn your thing off. It'll go off.
Close the window.
Yeah. Just turn it off.
Okay,
It'll
I
go off.
close.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There you go.
All right. We get him out of here. Okay, he's out. Okay. Well. All right. So, okay, everybody just stand by. I'll be right back. 1 second. Don't go away. Don't go away. ICOM's amateur radios are the gold standard for ham radio enthusiasts, combining cutting-edge technology, unmatched reliability, and user-friendly design. Whether you're chasing DX, experimenting with digital modes, or leading a local net, ICOM radios deliver crystal clear performance and seamless connectivity. ICOM's IC7760 is the pinnacle of the base station excellence for amateur radio enthusiasts. Designed to deliver unmatched performance, the IC7760 features state-of-the-art technology, exceptional RF clarity, and an intuitive interface, all housed in a sleek and durable design. The base station features a separate remote control head and RF deck, providing enhanced flexibility for installation. Place the RF deck closer to the antenna feed point, freeing up space on your desk. You can also connect the control head to the RF deck through your home network, enabling remote operation from just about anywhere in your home without needing a PC. For more information about ICOM's amateur radios, please visit icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, and we are back. And boy, we had a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I've got several things here.
Okay, Tom, James, WD8IOL, wants to do a Hamfest announcement closer to the end of the show, so
Okay.
let's save some time for him.
Well, let's just talk about some Hamfest right now again, because we are getting close. We're about 9 minutes away from the end of the show. So James, go ahead and put in your information here, and we'll be glad to say anything you want us to say about it there. Again, we got the 22nd of this month. That's only 10 days from now. We got the Trenton, Tennessee Hamfest. That's the West Tennessee Hamfest. We got coming up in April 5th is Corinth, Mississippi. That's a good one. I'll be going down there. And then the 12th, we got Memphis Free Fest. Memphis Free Fest is kind of cool. Memphis Free Fest is just what it says, man. It is free. They give you a ticket when you come in the door to put in the barrel, and they've got prizes. You may win a prize. You don't even have to buy a ticket. And it's a one-day deal. It's like 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and it's usually pretty good. You get to see all the guys around Memphis here that I don't usually see, because I'm not in any of the clubs around here. But we like going. We like trying to win prizes there. Might win another prize this year. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, James got booted out of the chat room. He'll probably be back.
He got booted out, but he'll come back in a minute.
Yeah.
He'll come back. So, hey, I got an antenna project coming up. And Glenn, I'm interested in trying some of the mesh stuff that we've been talking about the last few
Mm-hmm.
weeks. I think I'm just going to buy for about $70. You can buy one of the mesh deals already put together in a box, in
Right.
an enclosure. And I think I'd rather do that instead of right now. It's so cheap than to try to build up one with the what is it? They use ESP32 or something.
They use the ESP32. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of building it up and trying to you know rig some kind of box, I think I'll just go ahead and do that. Give me a couple, and then as I see them, if I can make them work and talk with people, then I will build the additional ones.
Right. I'm pretty much heading that way too. I'll be doing mesh here very soon.
Glenn,
Now
you
that the
didn't.
weather's changed, I can get outside and put antennas and stuff up.
Glenn, you didn't. When we were over in Russellville, we went up on Mount Nebo again. I took Ed up there, and man, he was blown away. I mean, that
Oh
is.
yeah.
It's only 2,000 feet up there, but it's a big park up there, and the club has a lot up there and a repeater antenna and a repeater. But wouldn't it be cool to put one of the little mesh network boxes up there in that 2,000 foot Mount Nebo? Man,
I wouldn't be surprised if someone's already done that.
yeah.
Um,
We'll
yeah.
have to we'll have to follow
I'll have
up
to
with
look
them.
around.
We'll have to follow up with them and see if they've done it, because that sucker will have some range, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. James is back in the chat room with his announcement.
Yeah. Okay. The Toledo Mobile Radio Association Hamfest is coming this Sunday, March the 16th.
Yeah.
Tower Electronics, Transcell, EAE Cells, they sell soldering equipment. And Gold Metal Products will be there, plus many private vendors. Food will be available, free parking. It's $10 to get in, and you can get all the information you need about this if you go to w8hhf.org. w8hhf.org, and get all your information there. And food's good, man. I had a hot dog at
Oh yeah.
Russellville, man. That was a pretty good hot dog, to tell you the truth.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All
Brett,
right.
you got one for next month?
Yes, I do. The next Hamfest here in the Rocky Mountain region is in Boulder, Colorado. Well, actually, on the way to Boulder, Colorado. It's not quite in Boulder. It's called Larkfest, and that is actually in Longmont, Colorado, just a little bit north and east of Boulder, and that is a good one. I've spent way too much money buying things at that one, because they have a good swap meet, and they usually have and very prolific testing and a lot of classes. So it's that's a good one to look for. But that is not in the month of March. That's going to be in April.
Okay, well, hey, April's only 2 weeks away, man. It's coming fast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's coming fast. Okay, James says that Hamfest is going to be in Toledo, Ohio, Northwest Ohio. That's a little far for me to go, I think. Northwest Ohio, yeah. But I'm sure that'd be a good one up there. They've got a lot more population up there in that part of the country than we have down here, Glenn. So
Yeah.
the Hamfest up there is going to be much bigger. Now, out where
Yep.
Brett is, you only have one person for every 5,000 square miles. So I don't know how big their
Yeah.
Hamfests are, man.
No.
Well, he has to go
Wyoming
to the big
Hamfest?
cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wyoming Hamfests aren't very big. In Colorado, you've got the Denver metro area, which is huge. A lot of hams, a lot of radio enthusiasts down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something to mention for the Corinth Ham Fest on April 5th. Tom's going to be there, and of course, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing an Arduino forum, but it's going to be a twist. This is not the Arduino forum that I'm going to be doing for Dayton. I have got an all-new forum that is going to be shown at the Corinth Ham Fest. So it's, if you could actually see this one in Corinth and go see Dayton, then you'll see two totally different Arduino programs.
All right. Well, good. Very good.
So I'm switching things up this year.
Okay. Let me make a quick announcement here, really quick, since we've got a couple more minutes to be on radio. If you've been listening or watching, you might not know what you've been listening to or watching, but this is Amateur Radio Roundtable, ham radio, amateur radio, shortwave, electronics. That's what we do. And we're on every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on W5KUB.com. You can also find us on YouTube, find us on our Facebook group, and you can find us on X.com. We also have audio on all the audio podcast carriers out there, and our show is also transmitted on world-famous WBCQ shortwave station on 7490. Hey, if you're out there listening tonight and you found the show, or you're new to the show, send us an email and let us know how you found us. Send us an email to Tom at W5KUB.com, Tom at W5KUB.com. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notify bell, hit the like button. That helps us a whole lot. And join our Facebook group. We've got a great Facebook group with 14,000 hams in it. It should grow. So just do a search for W5KUB in Facebook, and you'll find us there. We're going to say good night to everybody out there. Enjoyed it tonight. We got a lot of projects coming up, and hey, it's springtime coming. I'm going to be working on antennas and all kinds of stuff out there. We're going to do a balloon launch maybe in about a week or 2 weeks. You can follow that on our Facebook group. So 73's there, everybody.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.